everyone was like, oh, it's just like the flu. It's just like the flu. It's not just like the flu. It's not like hospitals fill up with flu patients and then like they're at capacity with flu patients. I'm a nurse in the COVID unit here in Austin. In the very beginning, we didn't know what to do. We tried every therapy we could. Every day it changed. At one point in the hospital, we had 4 floors that had to convert to COVID. A person would get transferred somewhere, and then within 10 minutes, I'd say, like somebody else was already needing that spot. Some people would come in and they looked okay to me. They just had like a cough. They just needed some oxygen therapy. And then they would be like yelling at us one day about like, can you order me food? And then truly like the next day be in ICU and then the next day dead. You expect to see people dying in your career, or you expect to see sad things. What made it even worse is you have to be alone. Everything's through FaceTime or Zoom, like with their families. Sometimes I would see their families in the parking garage at the door, not trying to get in, but just being like somewhere near them. We're the only people that like got to touch them. Like that was it. Like we were the only people that could be there, like holding their hand or like walking them through the steps. It was very stressful, very sad. I mean, yeah, extremely sad, to where sometimes because we're nurses, maybe we don't even really process that, but that's probably what makes us good nurses, is that we just are able to just keep going. The only time I really felt normal was at work. I was like, oh, I might as well just like work more maybe, because the only people that like made you feel normal were other nurses at work. Once we got used to being COVID, like it was just like a regular job. We would just go to work, do our job, like hang out with our coworkers, because those were the only people we really felt comfortable with. I would go to places in my clean scrubs, like with my mask on, and like to the grocery store to get something like before work, and people would just take wide steps back. There were like reports of people being horribly mean to nurses, and if they like were pumping gas in their scrubs, they'd be like, what are you doing? You're like infected, get away. Everyone wanted to say thank you, but like from way far back, they wanted to give you praise and admiration, but like didn't want anything to do with you. This whole thing has been like a political nightmare, when it really just should be about science and health facts and just wearing a mask, just literally wearing a mask. My favorite is that nurses made it up, or that doctors were making it up. We all made it up. And I'm like, yeah, this is definitely fun for us to do. I definitely want to wear a respirator for like 13 hours straight. This is all made up so we could get attention. Since the beginning of the pandemic, the vaccine, I feel like, was like a far off dream. There's so many people who are non-compliant. I just think that trying to vaccinate the world is going to be a massive undertaking. These are precious. This is like a precious vaccine that we've been waiting for and waiting for. It's our, hope, I guess. I got the vaccine 3 days ago. Leading up to it, I was nervous. I didn't see another way. There's no way around it. I don't want to live like this anymore. There are a lot of people in healthcare where I'm like, you're going to get it? And it's mixed, I'd say. They're like, I don't know, maybe like after like the second round, or like you go first. I'll see how you do, and then I'll go. I was talking to some older people, and they were like, we felt the same way when the polio vaccine came out. Once I got it and my arm stopped being sore, I was like, hell yeah. Like now I have the vaccine. I just have to get a booster shot, and then I feel like even though other people don't have the vaccine, maybe it'll be a little bit more at ease around me, which will be better. You can step into a room of somebody who has COVID and know that that is your job that you have to do for 13 hours a day. If you can do that and just like have it be your normal life, you kind of feel like you can handle most any situation, really.